And that's not to say that I support when it gets to the point that we should actually mine it, but I certainly believe that we should know what's in our land around the place. But also because it's a little bit premature, I'm involved in another organisation that's a major stakeholder here that's got a lot to lose or to gain, whichever way you like to look at it. And we've actually got our own independent studies and research going on at the moment. And that's particularly with the Federal Energy and Resources Minister and the Anti-Government Mining Minister. And our big concern is whether we have a guarantee for restoration of our heritage asset, being the old GAN line and the old telegraph line which runs through the project. And we're in the middle of that process at the moment, and I really think that it would be premature of me to make a stand at the moment till I get all those reports back in.
Alderman Van Horen, would you like to say anything?
Only that I seconded the motions and I support them wholeheartedly. I think that we've all been furnished with plenty of information. I do agree with comments made that it's probably prudent to wait until we get the anti-government report, saying that I suspect that it will certainly still won't change my mind in terms of the long-term safety of the residents of Alice Springs. But I do support the fact that if we concentrate on C, then at the end of the day that's serving the community best.
Okay, the thrust of our conversation, I mean, there seems to be two distinct parts to that whole motion. There's part A and B, which come together, and also something that's different, part C and D. Yes. And that's our conversation has clearly defined that amongst a number of aldermen. So I'm going to separate those two sections and put that to vote. Alderman Clark?
Can I just suggest a change of the wording, that rather than having C and D, we have it all as part C, and we have it as part C, 1, 2 and 3, or A, B and C. And it's that Alice Springs Town Council requests a report from the Minister for Mining, Chris Knapp, outlining, and then A guarantee that a plan is in place to ensure the exploration shafts and mine will not be flooded, and a guarantee that the air going down to where it says D, that the report include, we can remove that and just continue on with those other two parts being B and C of C. So it'll be A, B and C of part C.
Okay, so I'm going to put part A and B to a vote.
Yeah, so it'll be 2 votes.
Before we do that, can I just make it really clear here? This appears to, unfortunately, as we are aware, uranium is a very divisive issue. I don't believe that anyone who actually votes for or against this is actually taking a stance for or against uranium per se. Their position is very, very clear. They certainly will not be supporting, from what I'm hearing, they will not be supporting an unsafe mine. And that is my position. I don't give a damn, quite frankly, what anyone else does or thinks. We have to look after the safety of our citizens, and if I'm not satisfied with that at the end of the day when it comes to the mining part of it, I believe we're totally entitled as the Alice Springs Town Council to oppose it. Regardless of whether it's going to go through or otherwise, we deserve, or our citizens deserve, to know our position on these things.
Your Worship.
Yeah, I'd just like to throw something different into the room that I believe what I've learned over the last week or so is that uranium is one of only a few things that were withdrawn from the Northern Territory's control under statehood and are held by the federal government. This issue will be very interesting if we get statehood, because Western Australia has its say over uranium and Queensland has its say over uranium. At the moment, as far as a mine going forward, it will be a federal government decision. In 6 years' time, or whenever the exploration finishes, and then we become a state, it'll be a different issue. So we're in a bit of a